Sermon Illustrations. Aube, Portu. Centuries ago, in the days before modern harbors, a ship had to wait for the flood tide before it could make it to port. The Latin term for this situation is Aube Portu, that is, a ship standing over off a port, waiting for that exact moment when it could ride a turn of the tide on into safe harbor. The English word opportunity is derived from this original meaning. Captains and crews in those ancient days were ready and waiting for that one moment because they knew if they missed it, they would have to wait for the next tide. Let us not lose heart in doing good, for in due time we will reap if we do not grow weary. So then, while we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, and especially to those who are of the household of faith. Galatians chapter 6, verses 9 and 10. The Apostle Paul wrote in Colossians chapter 4, verses 5 and 6, "Conduct yourselves with wisdom toward outsiders, making the most of the opportunity. Let your speech always be with grace, as though seasoned with salt, so that you will know how you should respond to each person." David McNally, in the book Even Eagles Need a Push, wrote, "There exists within each of us a longing to leave a legacy, some proof that we were here. We need to know that our lives were important, that somehow our being here mattered. We can attempt to stifle or ignore this desire, but we cannot escape it. As humans, we are distinguished and defined by it. What better legacy could any of us leave than that of leading someone to Christ by making the most of every opportunity we are given? We all have a certain amount of influence on someone, and most likely several individuals. It could be a family member, a friend, or someone at work. We never know when that person just may be responsive to things of a spiritual nature. The opportunity may never present itself again. Opportunity discovered. The Irish potato famine from 1846 to 1851 resulted in a 30% drop in the population of west of Ireland. The prolonged suffering of the Irish peasantry had broken the survivors in body and spirit. John Bloomfield, the owner of the Castle Caldwell in County Fermanagh, was working on the recovery of his estate when he noticed that the exteriors of his tenant farmers' small cottages had a vivid white finish. He was informed that there was a clay deposit on his property of unusually fine quality. To generate revenue and provide employment on his estate, he built a pottery at the village of Bilic in 1857. The unusually fine clay yielded a porcelain china that was translucent with a glass-like finish. It was worked into traditional Irish designs and was an immediate success. Today, Bilic's delicate strength and its iridescent pearlized glaze is enthusiastically purchased the world over. This multi-million-dollar industry arose from innovative thinking during some very anxious times. Opportunities missed. There was a very cautious man who never laughed or played. He never risked. He never tried. He never sang or prayed. And when one day he passed away, his insurance was denied, for since he never really lived, they claimed he never died. And those are our thoughts for today.